One cold winter night, Olga was returning from work as she did every evening. On the way home, her thoughts surrounded her with no particular direction. The wind cut through her overcoat, so she wrapped her arms around her body for warmth. It was utterly silent. Her footsteps echoed on the deserted street, adding to her feelings of fear and loneliness. Suddenly, a strange sound caught her attention. It sounded like a baby squeaking. Olga stopped to hear it better. She looked around but saw no one. It sounded like it was coming from the garbage cans. Her heart started pounding. For a few seconds, she couldn't move. Her legs wouldn't hold her. Then she took a deep breath and clenched her fists. She steeled herself and, with slow, hesitant steps, approached the garbage cans. The street lamp glowed dimly, casting unsettling shadows over the piles of garbage. Her heart was pounding as if it would beat out of her chest. Blood rushed to her head. She leaned fearfully to peer through the dumpsters. She froze, and a cry of astonishment escaped her. It was a baby wrapped in a dirty old quilt. The little one was sobbing and shivering with cold. A wave of compassion and cold shudders swept over Olga. Without thinking, she carefully took the baby in her arms. He was cold and frozen. Olga realized that she could not leave him there. It was very cold, and he might die. She knew she had to take him home. After she got home, Olga tried to warm him. She was inexperienced with babies and had no children of her own. Her husband was also stunned. Olga didn't have the strength to tell him what had happened, but he realized that it was serious, seeing the baby's condition. Olga called work and took a few days off. Then she called her sister, who could help her because she had 2 children. They went together and bought clothes, diapers, and food for the baby. The little one was already better and had an innocent and contented smile. Olga's heart softened at his story. She felt she had to do something for the baby. Something or someone seemed to be urging her to keep him, to give him a warm and happy home. The next morning, with a heavy heart, she took him to the orphanage. Although the child was now safe in the care of competent professionals, Olga had no peace. She came very often to visit the little one with her husband. She brought him clothes and other things he needed. She watched him grow and develop. The boy, whom she named Alex, got used to Olga's presence and started calling her Mum. He would draw pictures and collect flowers during their walks to give to Olga and her husband. Olga felt their bond growing stronger. Overwhelmed by the tender moments Alex offered, the thought of adoption became a burning desire. Alex needed a real family, not just parents for the weekend. Olga felt she could give Alex a family. One evening, Olga had a serious talk with her husband about the possibility of adoption. While preparing dinner, she told her husband about her special bond with Alex and her feelings for him. Her husband listened carefully and finally told her with a warm smile,
"I'm not against adoption, you know. If you think this is the way for us, then let's go together."
Olga felt relieved and happy. She was determined to do whatever it took to adopt Alex. After months of legal proceedings, Olga and her husband were able to finalize the adoption. The big day came. On a sunny spring day, they went to pick up Alex from the orphanage. The little boy, dressed in his new clothes, jumped into Olga's arms and shouted "Mama" with indescribable joy. Their home came alive with laughter and life. Alex quickly settled into his new family, and Olga was happy to give him a loving home and family. She knew that her decision to adopt Alex was the best decision she had ever made. Their life was full of love and hope, and Alex, taken into her arms one cold winter night, brought the greatest joy to their home. The importance of a loving family. The story highlights the importance of a loving family and a stable home for a child's development. By adopting Alex, Olga and her husband gave him a chance for a better, loving, and secure life.